All right. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in to another fantastic time with LearnBiz The Podcast. I'm Sandy B. Law, and I'm here with the lovely Lisa K. How are you today, Lisa?
I am doing just great, lovely Sandy B. How are you?
You know, it's Monday, day full of activity and stress and frustration all wound into one.
There you go. There, that sums it up perfectly.
It always does, man. It always does. So, today, as you can see, we have an interesting topic. We are going to be focused on business journaling for entrepreneurs. As you may know by now, we have been focused on business journaling for quite some time now. I think we're about to tap dance into month three, Lisa, if I'm not mistaken. We started in November.
Absolutely.
January, like, yeah, we're going to be tapping into month three pretty soon. So,
Yep.
we've been heavily focused on business journaling, really to help us hold ourselves accountable, helping us to stay on target with the things that we need to be getting done with our business, but also giving us an opportunity to see our progress over time. You know, you can always flip back into your journal and find out where you left off in time.
Yeah.
So, this is a really great way for us to journal for our businesses. What do you think about the process, Lisa, so far?
I do love it. I think writing helps me to be more conscientious about some of the thoughts that kind of stick with me and that are
Okay.
germane to we talk about mindset all the time.
Right.
So to me, I think writing helps me to stay focused on mindset because you can have all kind of things go the wrong way around you sometimes, but you still have to stay focused on what your goal is. Like keep your eyes on the prize.
Absolutely.
So that's what I think journaling helps me to do. It helps me to focus more.
And, focus we have been. I think that we've shared a lot of different things and we've gotten certain things accomplished because of this idea of, hey, what have I done today? Reflecting on the day and asking ourselves, what have we accomplished? What are we thankful that we have been able to achieve? Um, what types of lessons have we learned for the day? So, for those that may wonder what we're talking about the Learn Biz Entrepreneur Journal, which is now available on Amazon. We have plenty of opportunities in this journal for you to really organize your business and
Yeah.
prepare yourself for success.
And isn't it beautiful? It's just a beautiful cover. I
Yes.
mean, the thing is, and we were very thoughtful and intentional about designing this, indicating that it is a daily touch. Because that's the thing, like, you need to put your hands on this book every single day. And it's so substantial in the weight, the feel, and the size of it that if you've ever fallen in love with a book, this will be one of them.
Absolutely. So, in all interest of making sure that we keep this very short and brief for those who will probably catch the replay and want a good overview of what we're talking about today, we're talking about journaling for entrepreneurs, specifically business journaling. And as I said, Lisa and I have been journaling since November of 2022. And so, what we thought we'd do today was kind of give you an overview of what this business journaling group is going to do, as well as share with you just a few of our journal entries. Maybe we'll share a couple from the early days back in November, and then we'll share some current day, just to give you an idea of some of the different things that we have put in. Um, so, first things first, again, reminding you how you can get the journal. The link is in the description of this video. If you're interested in joining the business journaling group, which is going to be a private group, please just go ahead and click the link in the description, which gives you everything that you need to know. You fill in your information, and we'll be able to get the details out to you about our next meetup.
Absolutely.
All
Because
right.
we definitely want to hear from you too out there. We want you to get the journal and we want you to participate and be a part of this with us.
So let's take it back, take it back, take it back. We're going to take it back to November of 2022 when we first started doing this journal, and some of the entries that we have, because our journal focuses on three major things. Basically, what did you learn? What did you do to build? And how did you grow? Those are the three core things that we are covering every single day that we enter into this process. Um, all right, so Lisa, you want to kick us off with an entry from November, the early days?
Sure, sure. So from the early days, I'm going back a ways now. I'm very happy to say I'm going back a ways here. Well, okay, so this is back from November 2022, and this is under build, the section of the journal that deals with building. A mini step, act, or deed I have completed today toward reaching a bigger goal, target, or objective. And I wrote, I visited a commercial real estate development site, which is near completion and grand opening. I am working in real estate when I perform these type of activities. These acts and deeds are building my presence in the real estate community and in this field.
I like that. And that's a good segue, Lisa, because, we want to also be sure that we're introducing ourselves throughout this process. So if you can tell the folks, Lisa, what do you do? Like, what are the
Sure.
different hats that you wear in business?
Absolutely. And thank you for that, Sandy. In business, I am an attorney and I am a real estate broker associate with United Realty Group. So, in real estate, I work with people who are interested in buying and selling real estate in South Florida. In particular, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, East Fort Lauderdale, closer to the beach side of things in life. And if you're interested in luxury living or living in residential homes in any part of South Florida, I can help you with that. And so that's one thing I do with the real estate side, helping people buy and sell. On the law side, I am an attorney that practices probate administration and estate planning. I help people when someone dies and the loved ones have to go to court to get assets distributed to the heirs and beneficiaries. And also, I help people plan with documents such as wills, living wills, trusts, and they want to plan out some of their life affairs on paper. I help them with that. So those are the hats I wear in addition to having a beautiful business partner, Sandy, and co-hosting LearnBiz, the podcast, and being a part of this great venture.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'll go ahead and follow suit. You talked about a build entry, so I'm going to do the same thing, something that I accomplished. This was back in November when we first started journaling. I created a couple of videos today to answer questions posted as comments to my TikTok and Instagram videos. This is one important step towards increasing my following and engagement. And one thing is, I have a hard time with keeping up with social media. And so I started to realize that I was posting a lot of content, but I wasn't responding to people's questions, concerns. So I started to take those comments and actually post another video. And so people
Mm.
would post questions under a video and they would say, well, what about this? And I say, all right, I will post another video. And then when I posted the video, I would go back to that comment and say, hey, check out my current video, the newest video.
Wow.
So that was one. So to tell you a little bit about me, I'm Sandy B. Law. At least that's my identity here in the YouTube space. But I'm an attorney that practices in the area of estate planning, probate, and guardianship. I also wear another hat where I focus heavily on civility, professionalism, and ethics, and wrote a book called Civility Wins, Find Your Peace While Taming the Beast with my
Yep.
lovely colleague, Kristen Goss.
Mhm.
And also, I am the co-host and co-founder of LearnBiz and LearnBiz The Podcast here with Lisa. So as you can see, we each have a number of different hats in business, and we're also trying to maneuver the business space just like you. So,
Yep.
we have a lot of thoughts and ideas and hope that we can get you engaged in the process of business journaling. Lisa, I'm going to add a comment too about the learn category, something that I wrote down on the very first day that we started writing in this journal. And I'm going to put it on the screen again, just so that, folks can, see the journal, order it on Amazon. The link is in the description of this video. But this is a daily touch LearnBiz Entrepreneur Journal, 365 days of entries. And we have a business journaling group that goes along with this journal. So if you purchase the journal, you can join this free group where we will be sharing once a month some of our progress wins and, answering some questions and going through some entrepreneur journey type issues within this group.
And did we say it's a private group because we want to be able to talk and express ourselves without feeling like we're out here in these YouTube streets completely, right?
Yes. Yeah, we want to be able to have conversations about important issues in business. So while this video is public and we're just kind of giving a snapshot into our business journaling group, the actual group itself is going to be a private group. It will be broadcast on YouTube, but it will be a private video that will be by link invitation only. So once you join, again, it's free. We will send you the link each time that we schedule a meetup. And the goal is to schedule a meetup at a time that is convenient for all of the group members. So stay tuned for that. I see we may have a couple of people watching. Please, drop something in the chat or the comments and let us know where you are tuning in from. But also be sure to grab a copy of the journal, join the business journaling group. All of those links are in the description to this video. So the learn category, my very first entry in my LearnBiz Entrepreneur Journal, something that I have learned over and over throughout the years. You have to believe you can do it before you can expect others to believe. It's all about you having faith in you. And this is a lesson that I've learned over and over in business because, many times we start a business and we kind of reach out to our friends and family in hopes that they will support our business.
Yeah.
But that's a hard thing to ask. Many times we don't get the support of friends and family. It's really strangers many times that are supporters. So we have to keep that in mind. You have to believe that you are capable of doing whatever that business is and have faith in your process and your purpose before you can expect others to even take a look. Look who's in the building, y'all. Nathaniel Crawford of Black Luxury Realty. I
Wow.
love it.
A famous Floridian entrepreneur is in the house.
You see what happens when you tell folks to drop a comment and let us know who you are. Let us know where you're from. Give us a shout and let us know that you're here. Because you have greatness like Nathaniel Crawford. Please check out his YouTube channel.
Yes.
And definitely connect with him if you are interested in some Black luxury realty.
Absolutely. And you know what? And the beautiful thing about that is that Black folks like luxury too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do. So Lisa, go ahead and tell us, something else that you've entered in your journal. Let's maybe switch up gears and go back, go all the way up here to present day. Maybe something that you did in the last week.
Okay. Well, this is one that I don't mind sharing with everybody. And that is I want to improve my website to include more blogs in order to make my website more interactive.
Yes.
Now, the reason why I wrote that under learn, because part of creating, I'm probably going to get help with someone helping me to set up the blog area, but
Right.
then I just will go in there and update it and write blogs. And that's what I want to do because I believe a website or web page should be interactive. I know some people say that it should be a big old business card, and I do believe that. However, I have always enjoyed websites where there is some type of interactive capability. So I
Yes.
want interactive, meaning that there's something to click on and read, or there's some additional links to go to and learn something additional that takes you maybe to some other pages, what have
All
you.
right.
I love that interactiveness. That's where I'm at.
I love that. I love that. And guess who's in the building also? Now you know when celebrity likes come into the building. So this is my favorite loctician because this is who does my locks.
Oh,
But it's
my.
me, Mama Bear is on joining us live. She's like, greetings. I've been waiting for this. And I'm like, well, here we are.
Nice.
We're giving you a little snapshot. We're talking about this lovely thing that you already have in your hands, which is the LearnBiz Entrepreneur Journal. And Lisa and I are basically talking about some of our entries, some of the things that we write in the categories learn, build, and grow, and how we're going to be working through this business journaling group. And so I'll just reiterate a couple of things about the business journaling group. It's going to be a private group. So today we're just doing kind of like here's a little snapshot of some of the things we'll be talking But generally speaking, when you receive this link, it's going to be a private link. So you need to make sure, if you haven't already done so, that you sign up. There is a link in the description of this video where you can sign up so that we know what is a good time for you. Because right now we're just kind of shooting a time out there. But ideally, we would like, once we get everybody into the group, we'd like to set a time that works for most of the people in the group. So if it's like a night, a weekend, or whatever, we'll try to accommodate the group. And Miss Mama Bear says, yeah, I have the book, and I'm so glad.
Love it. Love it.
All right. So I'm going to give you one of the things that I put in my learn category. And I said, change is scary, but necessary. My business can't grow without change, and my personal life can't flourish without growth in my business. So they go kind of hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that, Sandy.
Look, because a lot of times people who are entrepreneurs like we are, we're just working, work. And then when we're done working, we're trying to recover from the work.
Well,
and then we're going through the motions, like we're just doing the stuff that we normally do every day, but there's no time to focus on the things that need to be adjusted in the business so we don't have to work so much in it.
Right.
So that's a tough thing. It's a really tough thing, but I committed myself to the start of this year. I have to change. I have to make adjustments. I have to outsource if I have to outsource. I got to find shortcuts. We're going to be dropping a Canva. What is it called? Canva shortcuts, tips, tricks. We're going to be dropping a little tip. Yeah, we're going to be dropping a course on that. So we're going to be doing some little courses, guys. They'll be real inexpensive, just to kind of offset our expense, of course. But they'll be real inexpensive, but easy ways for you to kind of get through some of the social media promotions that you need to do for your business. Get through the preparation of things like thumbnails and images for Instagram and Facebook. Shortcuts that we've learned and gathered up, and we're going to put them together for you guys.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Sandy has some technical proficiency, and it's good to have a partner who knows something about IT. Something, Thank you, Miss Sandy, because she has helped me so much. Like my learning curve, I have a few less gray hairs because of her. Thank you, girl.
Look, this is what we're talking about today. Business journaling for entrepreneurs, finding ways to collaborate, to share, to encourage one another, to hold one another accountable. This is what we have to do. We have to work towards it. And the only other way that we can do that is by coming together and sharing. What do we call it? We were talking the other day, cooperative economics, or was it collective?
It was, you see, you know what?
I think I got it wrong.
Because, every time you mention it, I got to pull my phone up and look up Umoja or whichever means, was it cooperative economics or?
I think it was cooperative, yeah.
I think it was that one.
But I think of that in the same light, right? Having a group like this, having resources like this helps us as entrepreneurs, for us to do the things that we need to do to hold ourselves accountable, celebrate our wins, work through our losses, but also making sure that each and every day we're doing something small, a small step. Exactly. So let's talk about the grow category. And I'm just going to flip maybe to the middle of my journal, maybe like late December. Something that was an accomplishment or an achievement.
Wait a second. Update. Ujamaa.
Lord have mercy.
You got to say it right. This is Swahili, my sister. Ujamaa. To build our own businesses, control the economics of our own community, and share in all its work and wealth. Thank you. Okay, sorry. I just want to get that in. Yes, Sandy, I'm listening.
So as you can see, we make sure that we get down with some different things to make it fruitful, right? So here's something that I wrote in my grow category. I said, I created a breakdown of how I want to tackle my social media platforms in 2023. I am being more strategic in my approach this year. And what I meant by this whole accomplishment was I sat down and I said, all right, I have all of these different platforms that I have created for myself. What do I really want to get across in each area? And so I identified a listing for each place. So for example, I identified some things that I felt we need to get done for LearnBiz. For my other page for Spectrum Law, I also have a personal page that I've been like weighing some things that I want to put on there, like some of my travel videos that I want to chop up. I've done a lot of traveling over the past year, and I wanted to really chop up some videos and talk about some different places and some hotels and do reviews and all that stuff. But I can't get that done if I don't have an action plan. And so I said, this year, I'm going to write more things down. I bought myself a paper planner, the hardback, letter size paper planners that have all the little stickies and all the stuff. I bought one of those because I'm going back to my regular planner mode because I've always enjoyed writing on paper. And I just thought to myself, every single month, every single week, every single day, I have to have something that I want to get done for each of my platforms. So
I love it. I love it. And writing is great. So we're learning this through journaling. It's not that we didn't already know this, but I think journaling creates the discipline that we need, and it filters into other business areas of our lives, and maybe into other personal areas as well.
right.
So just creating more discipline in your life, doing something very simple that you can control, that no one can interrupt your thought as you put pen to paper
Yes.
and reflect on the course of your business day.
Yes.
To me, it's very powerful. It's very powerful than just leaving that thought in your head. Putting it on
Absolutely.
paper is powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So we said that we weren't going to keep this long, so we're going to try to go ahead and wrap up. But if you have any thoughts about this business journaling process, if you have your journal and you have any thoughts, please don't hesitate to drop your thoughts or questions in the chat. If it's something that's a little more private and you just want to share it with us one-on-one, in the description, you should be able to find our email address, and you can send us a private message because we'd love to have a conversation with you and, let us know what you think of the journal in terms of the process. Because as I said, this is a daily touch. LearnBiz Entrepreneur Journal, a daily touch. Each and every day, you should be touching this with your learn, with your build, and your grow. So what did you learn today? Or what do you wish you had learned? How did you work on something in your business to grow? Doesn't matter if you sent out, a batch of emails. Doesn't matter if you just worked on a checklist. Jot those things down. And then the last thing, celebrating something, an achievement, an accomplishment, something that you are proud of that you accomplished in your day. And I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes that something is as simple as I took a day off and took some me time.
Wow.
I took a day off. And
Can
I'm
I
going to
be
tell you.
honest? I
Go ahead.
struggled a few times thinking like, what have I achieved today? Oh my God. And then I'm like, this journal is not supposed to make me feel defeated, right? So
we talked about this because it was just like,
what did we end up saying about that?
we said we just need to write it down. So I'm going to give you an example. Late December, I wrote down as my grow, relaxation, complete and utter relaxation was my accomplishment today. I rested, I relaxed, I ate, I drank, I was merry. Happy holidays to me. That's exactly what I posted in my journal. Hi, Rigo. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for a late nighter.
Good evening, Rigo. So I better read one of my grow things. This was from December 7th on my birthday.
Hey,
Thanks. I attended and assisted with the 21st annual Joint Tax Planning and Estate Seminar. I grew my intellectual reach through the seminar material and networked in a very meaningful way. And I put that under grow.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Because part of the networking for me in 2023 involves getting out there and being in those spaces.
Right.
Now, I know some folks are still kind of COVID-19 timid, and I totally understand it.
Right.
But I really want to get out more, even if it's in more open air venues, and do more networking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, We are truly appreciative of the time that you took to spend with us. We were going to keep this short, no more than, I think we said 30 minutes. Uh, Let me see. Nate puts down some money. He's talking about some money. I like the dollar sign because
I
that works
love
for me.
dollar signs. Dollar signs make my heart rate go faster.
Let me tell you something. I need that to be in all three categories of this journal. I need to learn to make the money. I need to do some things to build the money. And I really need to see that the money is growing. That's what I need to do.
Oh, wow,
That's
Sandy.
my three categories.
I'm glad this thing is being taped because we're going to have to go back and formulate that into some type of campaign. I
Shout
love
out
it.
to Nate with the dollar sign,
Shout
black.
out to Nate. I'm so proud that we have Nate Crawford. Nathaniel Crawford is in the space as a broker. He is a full-fledged broker. He decided, I'm just not going to be a realtor anymore. I'm getting my broker's license. And not only that, he went ahead and opened up his own brokerage. So
Wow.
Nate now he's hiring realtors and
Uh-oh.
he's putting a team together and they are going after the luxury real estate market in a way that has never been done before. He's gotten some pushback with like Black luxury realty, but you know what? People of color deserve to see themselves in those images and also in the marketing because they too buy luxury real estate.
Wow. Shout out to Nate. You're really taking over an industry that I think we are necessarily needing to be in. Um, and I applaud you for getting that Black luxury real estate movement underway. I mean, since we shouting out to entrepreneurs, it's Mama Bear is up in here in the chat, but I need to shout out her business too. She is my loctician.
Please,
Um,
because your locks are beautiful, my sister.
Hey, Miss Judith is her name. If you need to find out information about her, you can find her on Instagram, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's Miss Jlock underscore Miami. And she does some really fantastic work. You can see a lot of her information on Instagram. But don't sleep on these opportunities to connect with these entrepreneurs and the things that they have to offer. But I'm gonna try to drop let me see if I can pull up Nate's link, and I'm going to pull up her link as well. But I'm going to drop that information in the chat for anybody who
Okay.
has. Any last thoughts, Lisa, before we start to
Well,
round out?
before we go, where are you on social media? Where can you be located?
So, where I'm kind of focusing my energies right now is at Spectrum Law, pretty much on Instagram. I don't use Twitter as much, so I can't really say I'm there. And then on TikTok, I'm at Spectrum Law Firm. And then on Facebook, I'm at the Spectrum Law Firm. So everything has a Spectrum Law in it. And trust me, you'll know it's me because you'll see my big old head, my face.
And Nathaniel Crawford is at Black Luxury Miami on Instagram. I can be located on Instagram at Real Estate with Lisa K and also Ask Attorney Lisa. Those are my two handles on Instagram.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add these handles in this chat here to make sure that everybody is in the mix. But thank you guys so very much for tuning in with us and sharing a moment. If you have any comments, any suggestions, we are always looking to hear from you. And we hope that you'll check out some of our other episodes and tune in with us on Tuesday mornings. Lisa, can you tell the folks who we got on Tuesday morning?
Yes, guys, tomorrow morning, please join us at 7:45 a.m. We'll have a guest about 8 o'clock a.m. We're going to be pretty sharp and pronto with that. But Dr. Kristen Guillory is our guest. She is a motivational and business coach. So she helps people to motivate them, and she does motivational speaking. I just love it. I mean, just the fact. Hey, Sandy, I took a motivational speaking class or a speaking class when I
Okay.
was an undergrad, and I just love the course and that training of getting in front of a group and convincing them. and getting a group riled up with, some type, whatever you're trying to motivate them toward. Well, that's what she does in terms of a coaching career. So she'll be here with us tomorrow, and she's going to spend a little bit of time introducing herself to our community, our audience, because we want her to come back and hopefully invite her to do more programming with us, Sandy. That will be our goal, as you know.
All right, sounds like a plan. So, guys, we're at the 30-minute mark. We didn't want to go too far past this. So, again, please check out our LearnBiz Entrepreneur Journal, now available on Amazon. And we also will have copies in hand pretty soon. So, if you ever see us at an event, or if we're coming to your establishment, or if you just want a quicker copy, Lisa and I will both have copies in hand. Rigo asked an important question, which is, when is our next summit? I don't want to tell you a fib. I believe August, during National Black Business Month, if I'm not mistaken, is our proposed. We're going to do another virtual summit.
Yeah, it will be virtual.
And this coming month, Black History Month, we're going to be doing a virtual event as well, on what is it called? Business succession
planning. Yes. We're going to talk about that. That's a topic that we've heard people are very interested in. So yes, we will stay tuned for the date. We'll be setting the date for that pretty soon.
Absolutely. So, guys, we thank you so very much for tuning in once again, and catch us again tomorrow morning. Look forward to catching you.
Hasta mañana.
Bye, guys.